This is former Indian cricketer Anil Kumble on a BMTC bus as taxis and autos were off the roads in Bengaluru earlier today. This is the picture he posted on X, formerly Twitter. But why was he on a BMTC bus? In a city like Bengaluru, a lot of people are dependent on cabs, autos, maxi cabs for their daily commute. But did you find yourself struggling to hail a ride today or sail through roads that are usually jam-packed? This is because of the private transport strike. The strike was called off by late afternoon on 11 September, but not before several commuters were hit by the unavailability of cab and auto aggregators on the road. 32 private transport associations, including auto rickshaw drivers, taxi, maxi cab, and private bus operators, had called for a transport strike today. These associations came under the banner of the Federation of Karnataka State Private Transport Association to push for their demands, which mainly included taking back the Shakti scheme that offers free bus rides to women, ban on Rapido bike taxis and auto aggregator apps. Nearly 10 lakh private vehicles that operate as service providers stayed off the roads during the Bandh.
ಫೀಸ್ ಕಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದೊಂದು ತಿಂಗಳು ಮನೇಲಿ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ರೀ ಏನ್ರಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ
ನಾವೇನು ಡ್ಯೂಟಿ ಮುಗಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಬ್ರೆಡ್ ಒಂದು ಬಿಸ್ಕೆಟ್ ಹಾಲನ್ನ ತಗೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತಿದ್ವಲ್ಲ ಅದನ್ನು ತಗೊಂಡು ಹೋಗದೇ ಇರುವಂತ ಸ್ಥಿತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಬಂದು ನಿಂತಿದ್ದೀವಿ
24 ಗಂಟೆ ಬಂದಾಗಿದೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ 36 ಗಂಟೆ ಬಂದ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಒಂದು ವಾರದ ಬಂದ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಉಗ್ರ ರೂಪ ಮಾಡೇ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ.
Karnataka Chief Minister Siddaramaiah had launched the Shakti scheme on 11 June. The scheme provides free bus transport for women in Bengaluru's urban buses as well as the intrastate buses. This was one of the 5 pre-poll guarantees the Congress government had promised to implement once elected in the state. Private vehicle operators alleged that ever since the government introduced the Shakti scheme, more women have been travelling in government-run buses, subsequently leading to a loss in their business.
ಫ್ರೀ ಅನ್ನೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಮಹಿಳೆಯರೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಫ್ರೀ ಇರೋ ಬಸ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಹಂಗಾಗಿ ಆಟೋದವ್ರಿಗೆ, ಕ್ಯಾಬ್ನವ್ರಿಗೆ, ಸಾರಿಗೆ ಬಸ್ನವ್ರಿಗೆ ಮೇಡಮ್ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಿಗಿಂತ ರೂರಲಲ್ಲಿ ಆಟೋದವರು ಅಸ್ವಕ್ ಸತ್ತೋಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ.
Many auto drivers like him who offer services via ride-hailing applications claim that there's been a dramatic drop in the number of requests they get during peak hours, even for long distances. Speaking about ride-hailing apps, auto rickshaw drivers had been on a strike demanding that the government ban bike taxis that are running illegally and adversely impacting their earnings. Auto drivers have 2 grievances. The government should ban the use of personal two-wheelers as bike taxis and withdraw permission for e-bike taxis. In December 2022, the Transport Department issued licenses to 2 companies, Bounce and Blue Smart, for operating e-bike taxis under the electric bike taxi scheme which was introduced in 2021. The use of personal two-wheelers as bike taxis is another sore point. While rules do not allow personal vehicles to be used as bike taxis, the High Court of Karnataka has restrained the government from taking any coercive action against bike taxi firms such as Rapido.
ಸೊ ಮೇನ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಬೇಡಿಕೆ ಏನಂದ್ರೆ ರ್ಯಾಪಿಡೋ ಮತ್ತು ಪೋಟರ್ಸ್ ಏನಿದೆ ಈ ಪಿಡುಗುನ ತೊಲಗಿಸ್ಬೇಕು, ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದಿಂದ ತೊಲಗಿಸ್ಬೇಕು. ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಬಡ ಚಾಲಕರಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ಅನುಕೂಲ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕು.
Members of the association started off by rallying from 7 different parts of the city: Peenya Industrial Metro, Yelahanka Police Station, KR Puram ITI Gate, Whitefield Mayur Bakery Circle, Anekal, Jayanagar Shalini Grand and Rajarajeshwari Arc. All of them were headed to the same destination, Krantivira Sangolli Rayanna Circle, which is located in the heart of the city. The protesters then marched till Freedom Park. Although more personal vehicles were expected to get onto the roads today, the overall traffic on roads was less as compared to the usual bumper-to-bumper traffic. In fact, according to BMTC officials, 500 extra buses were deployed, including 50 Volvo services. Bengaluru Metro Rail Corporation Limited had also been running trains at a higher frequency compared to other days. Despite these efforts, commuters found themselves struggling to get to their destinations. In fact, a lot of them didn't know why they were not able to hail rides, especially from auto aggregator apps.
मैं अभी उड़ीसा से आया हूँ, ओला ऑटो बुक कर रही हूँ, कुछ भी बुक नहीं हो रहा, सभी कैंसिल कर रहे हैं, इसीलिए इधर ही वेट कर रही हूँ. आप कितने देर से वेट कर रहे हो? हो गया हाफ एन आवर से इधर ही वेट कर रही हूँ.
We are waiting like for 40 to 45 minutes and we are like going to Electronic City. But we are not getting like in Ola and Uber we are booking but the driver is not connecting. and we are not getting for that. Like so, the police officer said that you can go through the bus.
With a lot of students being dependent on maxi cabs, some schools that depend on private vehicles for transportation across the city declared a holiday. Those commuting to the airport were also affected as they were required to find alternatives. Passengers were advised to plan their travel to and from the airport accordingly. By late afternoon, Transport Minister Ramalinga Reddy met the protesters at Freedom Park and assured them that action would be taken against the demands. He assured that measures would be taken to vacate the stay on the Rapido bike case and ban illegally running bike taxis. However, he noted that the Shakti scheme cannot be withdrawn. The Federation had given more than a month's time for the government to meet their demands earlier. The strike was called off after Karnataka Transport Minister assured them that some of their demands, including the shutdown of illegal bike taxis, would soon be addressed. Some members of the Federation claimed that they'd go on a hunger strike if they didn't receive any update in a day's time. With camera person Prashant, Rishika Kashyap for Deccan Herald.